The Ferrari 458 Italia is indeed an Italian supercar made by, you guessed it, Ferrari.
Forza Ferrari, ragazzi.
Spaghetti!
Despite the car being 16 years old already, it still remains to this day as one of the most psychotic yet beautiful supercars ever made. Yes, my net worth is about $80 trillion. Now the Ferrari 458 is quite a luxurious vehicle. And now there's nothing more to automotive innovation like how civilized Ferraris can be.
Get out of the way!
It's quite a remarkable piece of art, the amount of expert craft it took to make the 458. I am currently on the run from the federal government for tax evasion. Oh, shit! Now, the 458 was spawned into the world in 2009 to become the successor to the F430. And thanks to Ferrari's technical experience in Formula 1, they made the 458 as innovative as ever, fitting the car with a naturally aspirated 4.5-liter V8 called the F136F V8, which is why this car is named 458. 4.5 liter 8-cylinder, yeah, you get it, giving the car about 570 horsepower, revving up to a whopping 9,000 RPMs. And for the transmission, well, an overpowered kick-ass 7-speed dual-clutch gearbox, basically meaning that the car immediately shifts into gear. And the reason why the transmission in the 458 is so good is that it was engineered by Germans. Honestly, the Germans are the true Tifosi, and what's keeping the car stable is double wishbone suspension in the front and multi-link suspension in the rear of the car, along with an electronic diff and Formula 1 style traction systems. Even though traction control got banned in F1, it's still a cool feature though. And also a fun fact being is that the E-diff and the F1 traction controls are all integrated by the same ECU, according to Ferrari on their own website. So not only is the 458 a beautiful speed demon, but also a giant supercomputer on wheels. And the styling of the car. The 458 had its aerodynamic body designed by an Italian coach building company called Pininfarina, and the car's stylish design is a lot more than being eye candy. Professionally designed in the wind tunnels to scoop up as much air as possible into the intakes of the car, cause mid-engine placement and shit. And the interior was designed by using feedback from the legendary German F1 driver Michael Schumacher, having the interior set up to look like a race car, although heavily inspired by the Enzo Ferrari's interior. And of course, every Ferrari model wouldn't be complete without a convertible version, thus introducing the 458 Spider. It's exactly the same car as the regular 458, but now you're gonna be jamming out in the wind like it's Vice City. And then in 2013, everyone was doing the Gangnam style when the 458 Speciale hit the market. And the Speciale is a 458 on steroids. And it's the very last Ferrari ever to have a naturally aspirated V8. And what's different on the Speciale? Well, it's got stripes, a bonnet with vents, finned sidelines, and a taller rear spoiler, and facelifted bumpers. And it's even more techy than the regular 458. It's got active aerodynamics. When traveling at sending its speeds, the front bumper opens up the flaps inside to suck in as much air as possible.
Pause.
And the rear bumper has an active diffuser, using 3 flaps that pop open at a 17 angle degree for maximum airflow. And the engine was slightly upgraded to produce 597 horsepower and was awarded the International Engine of the Year award for 4 years, and was also Top Gear's Supercar of the Year.
This is brilliant.
And got the Red Dot Design Award. And of course, the Speciale has its convertible version, the Speciale Aperta. Yeah, you got the gist of the Spider version. And of course, the 458 had its participation in Motorsports. There was the basic 458 challenge car, and then they made a GT3 car out of the 458, giving it a wide body kit, racing Pirellis, and a giant ass spoiler. Now, if you dare do the body kit yourself and put interesting stickers on a 458, there would be severe consequences. And after the GT3 is the GT2 race car, and it looks bootyful. But how race-worthy is the 458? Well, let's hand it over to our test driver, John Tanner.
milk biscuits. I haven't driven a car like this since 2004 during my undercover cop days. Let's see what the Italian Tannermobile can do. Not bad, not bad. I could still whoop this thing with my Challenger, however. You know, since my Challenger is the most plot armor heavy thing in the Driver franchise. Alrighty, I'll sort of take back what I said. Consider me a new Ferrari fan.
This guy really thinks he can all of a sudden impersonate me. I'll show him who's the real Tanner.
Ow.